If you're going to Budapest, here are the best places you must visit whilst you're there. So the first place I'm going to recommend would be to go to Buda Castle. This place was full of history. It were only like a short walk over the bridge and you're on the other side. There were plenty of restaurants, bars and everything, so you could make a full day out of it. I would recommend walking on the walls. It gives you like a whole view of Budapest. It's really stunning, especially when it's nice and clear. The next thing I'd recommend is the swimming baths, or the Roman baths. The one that we went to is on the screen now because I'm not pronouncing that, because I don't think I'll ever be able to pronounce that. It were quite cheap. It wasn't actually that expensive. I thought it'd be more. It were about €30 each, which isn't that bad. If you go in the summer, it is quite busy, so keep an eye out for that. We did have to get the underground from Budapest Central. We ended up getting on the wrong one and went the complete opposite direction, even though we asked for help. The man just told us the other way. I think he was probably just pissing us off. Right, the next one I'd recommend is not really in Budapest, but make sure if you have enough time to go to either Vienna or Bratislava. Train tickets aren't actually that bad. I think we only paid €35 each, which for a day out is not bad. So the final place I'd recommend to go and visit would be the cave tour. There's a few caves around there, but this one we did, I can't remember the name, but I'll put it up on the screen. The caves are like full of history about like World War II and like the Cold War as well. And everything was still all the same. And the tour guide were really good at describing everything. I don't think we paid that much for it either. I think it were about €15. It lasted about an hour and a half. I've got to be honest, it was one of the highlights of the trip. One where you're strapped onto the wall and like you have to climb up and stuff like that. So if you like that type of stuff, I'd recommend that one. If you are planning on going to Budapest and you're unsure about some things, drop me a message and I'll get back to you.